everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to go over the top 7 mistakes I've made while doing a movie review. So, nobody's perfect when it comes to doing movie reviews. I definitely was really bad at them when I first started doing YouTube. But as I got better and practiced, I learned how to do more research. I learned what I was supposed to do with a movie review to make them more interesting for you guys to watch. And I'm really glad that I learned from these mistakes that I've definitely made while doing a movie review. And if you guys have made these mistakes, don't be hard on yourself. It's totally fine. I mean, movie reviews take a lot of practice to do. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys find this video helpful, and I hope you learn not to make these mistakes. And even if you do make these mistakes, it's perfectly fine. And especially if you're new to YouTube, it just happens. So here we go. So number 1 on my list would have to be not being organized. So not being organized was probably one of the biggest mistakes I've made when doing a movie review. Excuse me. Sorry about that, quick intermission. Anyway, so that was one of the biggest mistakes. Like, I would be going all over the place. I wouldn't be staying on topic. On the movie review, I go from one section to another. I wouldn't go over every topic. That was probably like the hardest thing for me, was trying to stay on topic from each section, like the plot, characters, and I would just rush the video so much. And I think it was because I only had 15 minutes at the time to film a YouTube video, so I wanted to make sure I didn't make the video too long to upload it. And I don't know why, I never like putting my movie reviews in parts. I try to my best to keep them all in one video. I don't know. It's just one of my weird habits I have. So if you need help staying organized, just make a sheet. Like, have one for the plot, have one for the characters, have a section for the director. Like, just stay organized with like bullet points. I find that really helps me. So if you guys need a way to stay organized, definitely do bullet points with like director, plot, characters, setting, songs, if there's songs in the film, and who you'd recommend it to. Definitely do that. That really helped me. Number 2 on my list would have to be my video being too long to upload. This definitely has happened to me several times when I was doing a movie review, that my video would be way too long that I couldn't upload it, because at that time I was still at the limit of 15 minutes to film. And anytime, I remember like when I was trying to upload my Cats Don't Dance review, they wouldn't let me upload it because it was longer than 15 minutes. So I had to redo the video, rush it, and I kind of had to talk as quickly as I could. Luckily, I still was able to understand myself while going through all the characters in the movie. And I have also done that for my review on Rio. I had to do it for a couple more reviews. Kind of like rush and talk about the characters. It just happens because movies have so many characters that you have to go through that you kind of lose track of how much time you have while filming a YouTube video. So my tip is, if you're doing a movie review, make sure you do only the characters that have names in the film. You don't want to go through every single character you see in the film, because that's kind of like a lot to talk about, especially if you only have 15 minutes to film. Number 3 on my list would have to be having too much background noise. This definitely has happened to me when I was making movie reviews, and especially when I was first starting with movie reviews. I would have too much background noise. Like my Toy Story review, the first one I ever did, I don't have that video up anymore because I deleted it because there was way too much talking in the background, and there was a side conversation, and I accidentally caught the side conversation on camera, so I had to delete it, and I felt like nobody could hear me when the side conversation was going on. And I find it very distracting whenever I do YouTube videos and there's too much of a conversation in the background, whether someone's on the phone or somebody's talking to somebody in person. And I feel like it's hard for me to focus, and I feel like it's hard for the audience to focus as well. So if you're definitely going to do a movie review, please do one in a quiet place like your bedroom or anywhere in your house that's quiet. Don't do it downstairs where there's a ton of people, because you can catch a personal side conversation, and not a lot of people want their side conversations on YouTube. Number 4 on my list would have to be my lighting being bad. This definitely has happened to me several times, just because I was new to YouTube and I was filming in different angles of my room. Like if you guys remember my old bedroom, my lighting was really bad. Like I would film on top of my dresser. I would film like on my desk, and filming at my desk was really hard because I felt like the lighting was so horrible there and nobody could really see me. I'm sure you guys all remember, if you've been longtime subscribers, you might remember how bad the lighting was in my old room, and it made it so difficult for you guys to see. And I think it was also my camera I had at the time as well. I was recording on an iPad, so the camera on my iPad was really bad, and it just made my video quality is super horrible. I felt like it was kind of blurry, and I felt like everything was just way too dark. Number 5 on my list would have to be forgetting to add some characters. This definitely has happened to me several times when I'd be doing a movie review. Like, I remember when I was doing my Secret Life of Pets review, I realized I forgot to add the hawk character, and when I realized that, I had to put it in annotation in the YouTube video that I forgot to add the hawk character. So if you guys saw that video, you might notice a little annotation I had to put in there about how I forgot to add that character and everything. So YouTube does know. So when I first started YouTube, sorry, my tongue's a little twisted, and in case you made mistakes or forgot to add something, you could add like little annotations, rotations, and typing down everything that you need to know and stuff. Like you could type little notes of if you forgot to add something or if you made a mistake. So I definitely had to have annotations in my movie reviews when I forgot to add several different things. Sadly, they got rid of the annotations. I'm not sure when, but I'll do my research and I'll put it in the little clip right here of when they got rid of annotations. So I think they got rid of them in maybe, was it 2000? I think it was 2019 they got rid of not 2019, I think it was 2015 or 14 they got rid of annotations on YouTube. So sadly, you can't fix those mistakes. So anytime you have to do certain notes, I think you got to put it in the cards. I don't know how the cards work. If you guys know how the cards work, please let me know. Number 6 on my list would have to be apologizing not knowing my camera cut off. Yes, I did this in my Beauty and the Beast review. I'm sure you guys all remember that. My camera cut off, and I have a story behind that. I did mention it in the video, but I'll explain it really quick. So I was recording my video of my review of Beauty and the Beast, and as I was recording the video, I accidentally I noticed my camera stopped recording, but I didn't realize it cut me off when I was recording, and I was deleting a whole bunch of stuff that was on my camera. And as I was deleting all the stuff, I re-recorded the video. I thought the camera paused for a second, but I didn't realize it just stopped recording because my camera was full. And I started apologizing at the beginning of the video. And I still kept that video up just because I think it's kind of like something to laugh at that at one of the mistakes I've made when doing a movie review. So if you're gonna do a movie review and you know your review is gonna be long, just double check to see how much space you have on your camera before you start recording, because you don't wanna like stop the video and just excuse me. So before you start recording, make sure you empty your camera if you know you're gonna make a long video. And if your camera cuts off, just kind of like be careful when you're apologizing at the beginning of video. So nowadays you can add clips to let people know what happened, but at that time I didn't have an editing system, so I couldn't really fix the problem. So that was the reason why I was apologizing at the beginning of the video, because my camera cut off and I didn't realize my camera cut off, and I didn't know how to fix the editing system, and I didn't have a way to edit it out. Number 7 on my list would have to be forgetting to add other facts. So this was one mistake I've definitely made, was forgetting to add certain facts. And like I said, I would put them in the annotation so you guys could see them and everything. But nowadays, you can just like use your editing system to add notes in case you forgot something. But at that time I was using YouTube, and I was using the Classic Studio at the time, so I didn't really know how to fix a YouTube video, and I was still new to YouTube. So I didn't know how to add like certain things. I didn't know how to add like an editing screen or a slide or something. And the only way I could do it was putting annotations in, because I didn't know how to get editing, and I didn't know how to get an editing system. Sorry, my tongue's really twisted and I'm talking super fast. And I didn't know how to get an editing system at the time. And I didn't know how to download one, because I've heard editing systems do cost, some editing programs cost money, and I didn't know what to use for an editing program. I didn't ask people at the time how to edit my videos properly. So I had no idea at the time how to do a YouTube video properly. So I was still working on my skills, and I just don't know why I never bothered to download an editing system at the time, because I didn't know how to get one and I didn't know how to use one. So those are my top 7 mistakes I've made when making movie reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.